What's going on, YouTube family? I just want to do a quick video today, just talking about some things, that I've been thinking about recently in regards to, being in your 20s and this type of economy, things that people could really do to focus on building their wealth. Because, I think that the world pushes a lot of people to make a lot of decisions financially that aren't necessarily ones that are going to set them up for success. So today, I just really wanted to talk about ways that people can try to set themselves up for success in their 20s to be successful. I've been investing for about 5 years. I do work full time now at a job. I have a college degree, and I've learned a lot of things on the way about talking to family, financial advisors, and things like that. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. First thing you want to do is really build an emergency fund. Listen, you want to have an emergency fund that has 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. Coming from somebody that's 23, that's living alone by themselves, I can guarantee you there's going to be some things that pop up on a monthly basis that are just going to shock you, right? Like I've had my car break down. I've had a random bill that I forgot about pop up. So you really want to have 3 to 6 months of your living expenses saved in an accessible account. It's really just going to be for your own stability and peace of mind, for real, especially when you're starting out early. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say like, hey, that's a little bit unreasonable. If that means that you have to stay home for a year, 2 years with your parents to go ahead and do that, listen, it's a no judgment zone. This social media stuff is going to tell you that you have to move out immediately after college, or as soon as you graduate, you're supposed to be on your own solo. Like that's not always the case. And we say that, but the economy and the economic data right now doesn't even really support that. So get that emergency fund built first, and then really continue to move from there. Number 2, bro, listen, you got to build and protect your credit, bro. You have to use your credit responsibly, bro. I remember I was in college. I would see people like go for a night out at the bar and it's like, oh, I'm about to open up a new credit card just to go out to the bar for a night. Or, I'm interested in talking to this one girl when I'm trying to buy her this $500 bag or go on this $3,000 vacation. That's not what your credit is supposed to be used for. Listen, my general rule is I don't spend any money on a credit card that I cannot immediately pay back, right? And you also got to understand there's a couple different sectors of your credit. Just to name a few, like your utilization rate. How much of your available credit are you actually utilizing? That goes into your credit. So if you have a $1,000 limit, you shouldn't be using $1,000 on that credit card, on a monthly basis, because that's actually going to, mess up your credit score. And then are you going to be able to make that payment on time? Listen, don't get peer pressure by your friends or your homies or homegirls to be putting a bunch of money on a credit card and getting a maxed out credit card. You're fighting a 20 to 23% interest rate, sometimes even a 25% interest rate, which is nuts. And it's going to be very hard for you to pay that down. Number 3, and it's probably like the most important one in my eyes, is to start investing early, bro. Compound interest is going to be your best friend if you start investing early. Like there's literally scenarios where if you're putting in $100 a month at 18 years old into the S&P 500, by the time it's time for you to retire, you can retire a millionaire just off of $100 a month. But if you try to do that same thing when you were 30 years old, it wouldn't work and you would have to invest for a lot longer. So start investing early. I know a lot of you all follow me on YouTube with the 6K Mon account. I have another account on TikTok. I'm posting daily videos every day trying to teach people how to get involved in the stock market, because this society we live in, we try to tell people you got to wait till you're old to invest, or you got to be 30 to invest. No, these are just the same way you can hop on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram and watch a video. It's the same way you can start a brokerage account and start investing today. Like the only thing that's really holding you back is yourself. There's so many resources to learn. I literally learned from a YouTuber back when I was 18 years old and started investing. I've been doing it for 5 years. So I have a pretty good wealth of knowledge about it, but I'm also still learning on a daily basis about different strategies and different things that I could do. So always keep that in mind. Number 4, learn how to keep a budget. My favorite rule is the 50-30-20 rule. If you don't know about it, listen, you got to look it up. You can't get your check and then spend your entire check on just things that you want to do. Now, if you're in a position where your entire check is getting spent on bills, I respect you, because that's definitely difficult. But even if you could put $5 to $10 up a month into an investment account or a high yield savings account, you put yourself in a really good position to win, and track your spending, bro. You can't just be out here just blowing money every weekend and expecting for the money to regenerate itself. Like you can't do that. You got to really track the bread that you're spending to make sure that you're putting yourself in a good position, because the money that you're not tracking is going to be gone. You're going to blink and it's going to be gone, and you're not going to know when it's went, and that's only going to frustrate you more and push you to make some not so hot decisions sometimes with trying to get that money back. And the last thing is, try your best to build your financial literacy. I talk to a lot of people all the time, and one of my favorite things to do is to read. And people always ask, like, wouldn't you rather watch a movie, or wouldn't you rather go to the casino, or wouldn't you rather go out to the movies? And I like to do all of those things, if I'm being completely honest. But one of my favorite things to do is expanding my knowledge through building my financial literacy. We live in an age of information, so any information that you really need to get or want to get, you can really just get it online. You know what I'm saying? You probably know somebody that has a lot of the books that you want to read. We have services that will literally give people books for free. You can open up an Audible account. That's not free, but even still, you could put yourself in a position to win. So always keep that in mind. Thank you if you listened through the end of the video. I know this was kind of like a yap session, but I'll do more videos like this. I like to just talk to people. Hopefully this video resonated with somebody. And if you all have any questions, feel free to leave me a DM. And if you learned anything, leave me a comment. Like I said, I'm a 23-year-old male, and I'm just trying to make it and influence people to continue to make good decisions with money. So thank you all for watching, and I'll tap in for the next video soon.